Welcome back to the channel, guys. I appreciate y'all stopping through, man. Today we have Orchard Pines by the man Eagle. Now, this track is absolutely phenomenal. I think I've spun probably 25 to 30 laps on it in total. Now, don't get it twisted. That doesn't mean that I'm going to come out here and be barking, because there are plenty of spots on this track that are quite technical and challenging. This being one of them. This spot right here, I could definitely see races being won or lost in that section, for sure. And there are a couple sections on the track that are a little bit like that. Now, this section coming up is my favorite part of the track, so make sure you hit this inside rut right here. And if you can hit it in third gear coming out and hit the face of this right there, boom, you can jump right over to the other side of that, and it just flows so well, man. It's so satisfying to hit like that. Now, if you hit farther to the left, it kind of like throws you off, but this whole section right here, man, just blasting through it, and then you got some nice big doubles, throw some fat whips over. Just an awesome part of the track, man. Overall, I feel like he did an amazing job with everything on this track. It's amazing, and best of all, it's only $1 on the MX Bike Shop right now. So if you want to go pick this up, definitely head over to the shop, grab it. It's $1. I would suggest everybody grab it, man. This is definitely one of the more fun tracks that I've ridden in a while. And it is hard, it is, but it's hard in a good way, if that makes sense. Like, once you figure out where to hit the ruts, because that's the part that makes it hard, is the ruts aren't just uniform like that corner all around the track, right? You have certain parts of the track, like coming up, where you'll see, you know, certain parts are more flat, certain parts are more raised. So really, you could have 4 people going side by side down the straight, and they're all going to go different speeds because the roughness is in different places. So I really like how he implemented the roughness and how it's really going to change the way, you know, a race turns out. You know what I'm saying? So he just did an amazing job with this track. I'm really proud of him. I remember seeing the screenshots up in Earthworks and everything like that, and just, it's awesome, dude. It's absolutely amazing. So keep up the good work, Eagle. This track is fire. Now, I did read in the description it's part of a mini series, so I guess there's like a series of races on my MXB that are going on, and that means that Eagle's going to be having some more tracks coming out, and I'm excited to see what those are like, man. If they're anything like this, it's going to be absolutely amazing. I love the way the track rides, man. I really do. Now, we're going to go back to pointing out, you know, try to point out 5 things I like, try to point out 5 things I don't like. So one of the first things I like is just the overall visual aesthetic of the track. It looks very good, clean, crisp, and the norm of the track is just amazing. The differentiation with color of the dirt and all of that, it just brings it to that next level, you know what I mean? So the norm and the visuals are number 1. The second thing I like about it, man, is the roughness. I love how the roughness is very uneven, not predictable, and you got to be on your toes at all times based on, you know, where you're at on the track, just at all times in general. But, you know, certain parts of the tracks, you really got to be on your toes. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be paying attention. You can't slouch. It's not one of them ones where you can just hop on and spin laps and just like not think about it. You know what I mean? You got to think about how you're moving around the track. The third thing I like about it is just the overall flow, man. It flows so good. There's a lot of jumps that are very, very whippable. Like, you can get sideways, backwards, and all that on some of these jumps. Now, the finish line jump back there, you definitely don't want to over jump it too far, because if you over jump it too far on a 250, you're not making that next double, man. But yeah, other than that, another thing I like is I really like the differences in jumps. You know what I'm saying? There's no 2 sections on this track that are exactly the same, and I think that makes for a big I don't want to say change, but that makes like a big difference when it comes to riding it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get bored easy on this track. This is definitely one of them tracks where you can hop on and just keep riding and riding. Now, if I had to pick something that I didn't like about the track, there's a lot of trees, bro. There's a lot of trees. So when I went to go take my screenshot for the thumbnail, it was very hard to find a part of the track where I could see, you know, a lot of it. But that's not even a bad thing. That's like very just being nitpicky type stuff. You know what I mean? So overall, I can't say that there's much that I don't like about the track. Now, actually, there is. I did just think of one. So at the bottom of the takeoffs of some of the jumps, because of the way the roughness is, it dips down, which causes you to feel like you're like slamming into the face of the jump, which then pops you up funny. Especially on that section I was talking about where it had the rollers. If you hit that tabletop before it on the right, it has a pretty deep divot to where it'll just pop you up, and you're going to lose a lot of time if you hit that. So that would be the only thing that I would nitpick. If I would have test rode it for him, I'd have been like, hey man, just like smooth these divots out on a couple of these faces, you know, right before them, just to kind of even out the flow, because that's the only thing that I can think of that's bad. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is amazing, and for $1, you cannot complain at all. Now, I do realize that I've been slacking on the YouTube videos, man. I have been working a lot, and whenever I'm at work, I there for a year. I mean, I was grinding a video out every day. So I've been trying to get as many videos out as I can, but I've been finding it really hard recently to keep up with track making, day-to-day life, and trying to make sure I have videos posted, scheduled ahead of time for, you know, the days that I work, because it takes a while to record a video and then edit it and then put it up. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just snap your fingers and have it done. I think I've spent 2 hours, 3 hours now just recording this one video and editing it and doing all of that. Now, a lot of that has to do with the fact that my power keeps messing up, so I haven't been able to have power the whole time. So that's not usually about how long it takes, but it does take some time. So I do apologize for that. I'm trying to get back to uploading every day. Bear with me. We'll get there. But I appreciate all the support recently, man. We've been doing very good on views, and I just appreciate your guys' support, man. My new compound should be coming out later this week, so keep an eye out for it. I will post a video on it the day that it's scheduled to drop, so keep an eye out on it. You know, go down below. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. Turn that little notification bell on, you know how everybody says that. Other than that, man, go pick this track up. You got to get it. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay up. Peace.